Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to finally get to the curtains. And I also have another curtain I need to hang in the balcony. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so up here in my balcony, I already got my chair, my new curtains, my new curtain rod, and I'm gonna hang a curtain right here because I'm hoping that between that and the fan going clockwise, when my husband and I are sitting here watching TV and we have the fireplace going, this curtain will help keep the heat from escaping upstairs. Because it seems like every time we turn the fireplace on, we're still cold, but if you stand up here, that's where you gotta be to get warm. So anyway, I'm gonna try it out and see if it works. As soon as I'm done hanging this curtain, we are going to go down to the basement and we are going to finish the basement series. Yes, you heard me correctly. This is the last episode in my basement series. And then we are moving on. So what would you like to see next? That's the question. I hope there is a drill. Okay. If this works. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I don't believe it. Whatever, I'll just put the sinkers in. Hey, there is one. Oh, that's a screw. That is a screw. I mean, that really is. There is a stud in there. Mind. First of all, I need a ponytail. Then I need, right, and I would say, okay, let me put this here. Let me see if this is even. Oh, man, don't want to. Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? Ah! All right. I put the hooks too far apart and my bar's too short. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes, baby. Yes, baby. Wait. Let's just fold it up and put it on. Fold this up. Down, right? Okay. Put that on there. Put that on there. Okay. And then put that on there. Okay. There. It hangs a little low. But I could have went higher, but the problem is that thing, whatever that is in the way. But I figured the low, if it hangs on the floor like that, that's good because it'll keep the heat from escaping underneath the curtain. So that's just how it's gonna be. That is just how it's gonna have to be. I'm done with all this crap. Now I have to clean up my mess. I know they're wrinkled, but maybe someday I will iron them, but not today. Now we gotta go down the basement and fix that curtain. This is how it looks from down here. It doesn't look too bad. I'm thinking I should get a curtain for here too, because I don't really need to heat the kitchen, because when I'm in the kitchen, I'm busy. I don't just like sit on my butt like I do in this room when I'm in the kitchen.
It did make a difference because upstairs the thermostat stayed the same. Instead of getting warmer and warmer and warmer upstairs like it usually does. And then about a half hour before we went to bed, we opened the curtains and it did make a 2-degree difference. It started getting warmer upstairs. So, yep, it works.
I don't know. All right, I need to refill my water bottle and get a little snack, and then we're gonna go fix those basement curtains. Okay, had my snack, got my water. Now we're going to finally fix these curtains. This is really crazy. And those stars. All right, here we go. I think I'm gonna do the curtains first. What if I raised it up all the way to here? Well, it would still drag on the windowsill, but not as much. Okay. There's cobwebs up here. Hook. So it's gonna need to be, you know, at least that. It's gonna have to be like that low. Now if I put that there. Okay. I think it's exactly 3 inches. That's fine, I guess. Now I need to go down over to the other side and put it 3 inches from the ceiling. See, once I get a roll, I get a roll. Let's see. I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got plenty. Yeah, that's great.
Unfortunately, there were no studs when I hung this rod up. So you have to be really, really, really careful so it doesn't pull out of the wall. But don't worry, in the end, I go back and fix it.
Even if it is a little too long, it doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't look that bad. If you wanted to, you could do this. If you wanted to tuck it under, you know. I mean, you could do that if you wanted to. Oh my gosh, there's duct tape up here. This is like the one side, and then this is the other side, so they can go together. These things are stuck all over, not to mention the duct tape is stuck to the top of that window. You see that? Duct tape. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, let's take this down. 3 inches, which is right there. We'll get to that. So we're just gonna hang this back up. Nice and strong because I have 2 studs. Oh, I need to take those nails out of the wall.
There were a couple nails up here where the baby monitor was on the wall there, but I'm going to move the baby monitor, so I'm going to take these nails out.
The wall repair. This looks okay. Let's take this down. Oh, more tape. Take this off. There. How does that look? That looks amazing. Now I'm going to open these up. I need to check and see if I can't put these ones here any tighter, because I thought they were spinning and spinning, but I think I just didn't do it hard enough. I'm going to need to put some studs in there. Or what do you call these things? Put one in both. I'm proud of myself that I'm forcing myself to do it the right way. Here we go. Now it's nice and strong. Nice and strong. What's up? Okay. Okay, we're just gonna start with this window, and we will just vacuum up all the crumbs. Okay, what's going on here? Get this little bit behind this one. So these monitors are for when Jack takes his nap. These little sticker things.
Before I got the blackout curtains, I had these pieces of material that were blackout shade material, and you put a piece of Velcro on it, and then you put a piece of Velcro on the window trim, and then you could just stick them on there, and then you could take them down if you wanted and stick them back up. And the glue that is on the back of these black ones is like the most ridiculous glue ever. It is so sticky. It was crazy.
Man, that's hard. There's one up here. Oh, update. My thumb started working again. Not all the way, but I can close it sort of without it glitching out, which is amazing. So that's the second time I've had a surgeon want to do surgery on me where I've said no, and it fixed itself. The other time was on my shoulder when I had calcific tendonitis in my shoulder, and it just went away on its own. This is the strongest ever. I think I used barnacle glue or something to make this tape. If they figure out science, figure out how to create the glue that barnacles are stuck on rocks with, it'll be stronger than crazy glue. Okay. Ow. This is hard. I did bring a razor too, but I really don't want to have to use it. You can't see the top, but it's stuck on the top too. It also took the paint off up here, but I don't feel like getting the paint out today. Oh, no. I'm really behind with my YouTube channel. I'm filming this on a Saturday, and you're going to see it on a Tuesday. So only Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days ahead of time, because luckily I had a couple, 2-3 videos already ready to go whenever I went to Iowa, which you didn't know I've been gone. I got back Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. I've been back for 4 days. Yeah, I went to Iowa to see my dad because he had a knee replacement, and I was helping him recover from that. And that was fun. And just hung out with my dad and my stepmom, and I got to see some other family members, my cousins, Mimi, Secret Squirrel. That's what she goes by on the YouTubes. Okay, there's still a little bit of residue stuck here. I brought the Goo Gone, but I'm kind of afraid that it's gonna take the finish off of this. I don't really know if I want to use it, but what else am I gonna use?
Yeah, I was kind of afraid to use it at first, but I ended up using it accidentally because I spilled some on the windowsill, and it was fine. So, yeah, that's what I used.
Also, this video marks the end of my basement series. So I could go back to the fishbowl and finish pulling stuff out of there to do for the middle Tuesdays. I say middle Tuesdays because the first Tuesday of the month is for my photo videos, and the last Tuesday of the month is for my declutter videos. So the middle 2 Tuesdays, or sometimes 3 Tuesdays, I'm going to have to do something else for my weekly video. So you let me know what you would like to see. This sucks. Well, the Goo Gone I could definitely use on the window frame, the white part, but I don't want to put it on this wood. Oh, jeez. This plastic thing. I don't know if I should use the razor on this. This is really frustrating.
I switched from the plastic scraper to the razor blade, but this razor blade didn't work too good because it was dull and very sticky from all the duct tape. So what ended up working the best was a brand new razor blade, but you just have to be careful and, make sure you're straight with it and never go at an angle with it.
Maybe I'm using it backwards? No. Ay, ay, ay. Let me just do this. This plastic thing, no. I tried this one, a little better. But then I tried this one. And when I tried it this way, it was too sharp. But when I turned it backwards, it was like a dream. It came all the way up to here. It was so great. I just don't want to hurt myself. Okay. I think I can just pull it. So that's all I'm going to be able to get off with the razor.
This is very dangerous. I don't recommend trying this, but I was being very, very, very careful. And even though I was being careful, I still didn't feel comfortable doing it. So then I just decided to use the Goo Gone since, yeah, I spilled it anyway. And it actually worked on the wood as well as the vinyl of the windows. So that's good.
Off the wood here. Drying it is good enough. Okay. It's the sticky residue from that glue.
I decided that might be boring content, so I went ahead and put you in hyperlapse while I finished cleaning off this gunk off the window. That Goo Gone softened that window glue, not window glue. You know that gunk, that the tape residue left from those black stickers? Look at these big, huge chunks of gunk that I'm able to, once I wiped it with Goo Gone, then I could easily just pick it off with this razor.
We almost forgot to get the stars off the ceiling. Ah, okay. Let's start now.
Yeah, this really starts to hurt your neck after a while. So I was trying to go as fast as I can. I was just sticking them in my pockets because I didn't want to just flick them off onto the bed because they might be choking hazards, for Jack. But anyway, I decided maybe using 2 hands would be good. But then I kept sticking them in my pocket, so I don't know if it took longer or not. I will say I did drop 2 of them, and I have no idea where they are. So, whoops.
And I have messed up the whole bed. All right. Here we go. Here's how the curtains look. They're hanging a little bit below, but they don't look as crazy as they did last time. And then when they're closed, that looks a lot better. See? And if you don't like it like that, you could always do it like this and tuck them under. Because I am not hemming them. That's the bottom line. That is what I am getting at, okay? That's what I'm getting at. I'm telling you right now, I am not hemming these curtains. So just get it out of your head. Sorry. Thank you so much for being here with me today while I finally complete my basement. That was the last task. And now it is all set up for my guests or for me and my husband when we want to have a different change of temperature, because the temperature controls itself a little bit better down here in the summertime. It doesn't get as hot. Yeah, so I guess I will just give you one final little tour.
First, let me remind you about these curtains being too long. And now all of the curtains are a more appropriate length. It looks a lot better.
Somebody said to move this along another wall. I gotta go back in my comments and look. Okay, so here's the kitchen. And this is, we were watching a movie here, so the blankets are messed up. And then this is the foyer. And this is the entertainment room. And this is the bar area. I think somebody said maybe I could put that hutch right there. That might make more sense. It's very heavy. So for now, we're just gonna leave it the way it is. And with that, I I will see you next week. Ta-ta for now. Bye.